Hi, this is Raymond from EVOffer. Today we will show you how to do an installation for our new HDMI box. So the installation for RHD card and LHD card is a little bit different. I will try to explain every difference during the installation process. So, for both cards, we'll start with the right hand side. So we need to remove this two piece first. So let me try to get started. So for this piece, it's just pulling out. There's a clip in here, so we just need to push. Yeah, sometimes the clip can fall out from here, so if you can have a finger to push it a little bit, and it can prevent it to fall out. So this is one, and then there's a push clip in here. We just need to pry it, and then it can be taken out. So just pry it from the channel. Yeah. The next thing we need is to pull the whole piece out. So to push it, we'll start from here, and then we just grab it and take it out. So in here, we'll try to show you the difference between Model 3 and Model Y. We need to connect CAN bus interface. So we'll talk about Intel, AMD, Model 3 and Model Y difference. So first we will need to connect the CAN bus connector. For AMD card, you are always reaching the right side of the car. There's a connector here, the idle one. Let me show you. It's this blue one. Let me give you a light. There's a blue idle one. Yeah, so this is for Model Y. For Model 3, it's somewhere here, so it's easier to see. You cannot miss it. Yeah. So you just connect our wire here to the idle connector, and that's it. You can just leave this unplugged. For Intel car, you will use this cable, and you don't need to have two different connections. You just need to have one connection, and it is connected to the computer MCU just above the audio connector. So this is the audio connector. Is located in the bottom right, and then above it there's a gray connector. You just pull the gray connector out, plug in here, and this one connected back to the MCU. So this is the difference between different cars. So no matter which harness you connect for the power and CAN bus, you will have this connector. So this will connect to our power harness, the harness with the fuse. So we'll connect it here. But our destination is near the MCU. For RHD car, the MCU is located on the left side instead of the right side. So in this case, we will need to run this wire to the other side. But if you have an LHD car, you don't need to run this to the other side of the car. So, or if you have an Intel car, you can just work around with the cable provider. You don't need to run into the other side of the car. So this is only for AMD RHD car, so you need to run it. So the way we run it, we just follow just run it behind the carpet and then all the way to the middle, and then go to the other side. So let me try to show you how to do it. So the easiest way is just to go around the route here. You don't need to take off any trim piece. So just go around here until you reach here. So basically just go under the trim until we go to here. So basically we just run around this route, just run behind it, and until we reach here, we need to take out this piece so we can run the wire all the way that side. Or you can choose not to remove the whole piece, just part of it. So let me show you. So just try to pull from here with your finger. So I'll just try to run the wire from here all the way to here. So I just try to run to all the way to here, and I just feed the rest of the wire. The rest of the wire inside the hole. I'll take one more. Yeah, you can see the hole is here. I can just fit inside. Then I can just remove the clip that leaf here that was left, and then just place it back if there's any. There's one here. I just place it back. Then I can just put back the cover. Okay, so this part is done. So we'll go to the MCU and then do the connection there. Next, we will teach you how to access the MCU. So the MCU is always located on the passenger side. So in our case, it's on the left side of the car, but in your case, it might be on the right side of the car if you have an LHD car. But the idea is the same. There's some push pins under the dash. You just need to take that out. I use my fingernail, but you can use a pry tool. So just need to pry it out like the other push pin. Once it's out, you can pull the whole thing out. So there are 2 to 3 push pins usually. In RHD car, there are only 3 push pins. But if you have an LHD car, there might be there should be an extra T20 screw that you need to take out. After that, you can pull out the piece here. So the process is pretty much the same for Model 3 and Model Y. And after that, we can just push down the piece and then disconnect the connector over there. Usually there's a paddle light, a footwell light, sorry, a speaker for European car. I think maybe this one is not in the US car, but I'm not sure. So this one, you need to pry it from here. Let me grab a tool. So with some flathead screwdriver or pry tool, you can just push it from the side. There's a tab. Push it, and then you can just take this out. What I push is just push here for the tab. So that's it. And then you should be able to see the MCU from here. Go down, and here you can see the MCU. So the autopilot computer is behind this connector. So let me show you. So this is the MCU. Let me take this out first. Hold on. Okay, so give you a better idea. So this is the audio connector. So we take this out, and then you can see that there's a blue connector behind it. So let me take it out and show you as well. So it might be a little bit difficult with one hand, but with 2 hands, I can have one finger pushing the tab and another hand to push it out. Let me try it one moment. Yes. So you can see there's a blue connector behind it. So this is the power connector for the LHD AMD car. So you plug in here and then plug the other side back to the computer. This is how you do it. For Intel, as I said, it should be above this connector. Above, there's a gray connector. You need to unplug it. After you unplug it, the computer will shut down. It's normal, but then you just need to plug it out by pass wire. So that's basically how you do it. So now we'll teach you how to do the display connector. You need to remove this display connector for AMD. For AMD, computer is always on the lower left side of the computer. For Intel car, it should be around here. The connector is the same. It's like purple color, not like this. This is a double connector. The display connector should be just a single one. So you just need to push in here, push in the tab, and then jiggle it out. So be gentle, just jiggle, 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 jiggle out. So this is how you do it. So this is our HDMI interface. The first thing we will connect is the OEM out and OEM in. So the OEM out will go to the wire that we disconnected, which is this one. This one, yeah. There are two wires that you can see included in our kit. They are a little bit different. One, you can see they are both equal, the same connector. So this one will plug into the MCU, and for this one, it serves as an extension cable. So it has a female and male connector, a male and female. So this one is connected to the cable that we disconnected. So let me show you how to do it. So for this one, this one will go to the connector we disconnected. So we go to the out, OEM out. So we just connect it here, and then on the other side we connect to the connector that we just disconnect from the MCU. So connect it here. So for this one, although you can connect either side, but we recommend to connect this side, I think it's this side, to the interface, because if you connect this side to the interface, it will be like this, and then you will have a hard time to stick the interface, because this one will block the way. So we will do it this side, so it will not block this service. So, and then we connect this back to the MCU. So it's just the connector you disconnected. Let me grab a light for you. It's here. So the tab is on the right side, so I should connect it like this. It should be like this, yes. So that's basically how you do it. So next we'll connect our power cable. You will see a wire with the fuse on it. We'll connect it in here. So there's another connector on the other end. This one is the one you connected to the harness that you connect the power and the can. The one that will show you, there's one more idle connector, so we'll just take it out and then just connect it back together. After you connect the power connector, you should see the lights in here. So that means the power is good. So the next thing, we'll just actually the system is ready, but we need to just connect for the remote, the button. They are all optional, but it is very useful if you want to switch the mode. So we'll teach you how to connect those. So in here you can see there's a button wire. So we connect it to the mode here. So it's switch mode. Yeah, and there is a IR cable that will connect next, and I'll show you. But the next thing is the IR cable. Is for the remote. So we'll just take it out and connect it to here. Okay, so both of it, you need to run it to somewhere accessible. So for example, for the IR, you need to have a place so your remote can point to. And for this one, it's a button, so you need to put it in a place that you can click. Usually we might put it here or in the driver's side, just as you like, how it is placed. But yeah, so this is how you do the connection. So next we'll show you how to do the dip switch on the side of the box. So for number one is for LVDS. So since we are not using it, so we take this off. And number three, it depends if your car is an Atom, Intel car, or AMD car, Ryzen. So if you have a Ryzen car, you need to take this off, this downward. But if you have an Intel, then just leave it up. And finally, if you are in an RHD market like Japan, Australia, then you need to take number 8 down as well. So this is how you set the dip switch. After that, there's an aux out. We have a cable for you to connect it. Then you can connect to your audio source. For our case, we have a FM transmitter that you can purchase separately, so to connect it to this port, so you can use the radio station for the audio. And this one is the HD in. You plug in your HDMI device in here, and then it will display the HDMI device into the screen. Don't use the LVDS on, LVDS in, because it's not for the although it's a HDMI interface, but it's not HDMI, it's LVDS, so just ignore this one. So for the HDMI device, you can plug in anything you like. So in this case, we are plugging in an Android device. So I'm going to power it with the USB cable. We also have accessories for you, for optional device for you if you want to purchase it. So it can be plugged into the OBD port for power. So then I can just connect the device. So just keep the cable tidy, because everything will go around this area. So then you can see it's powered on. So this is a good, pretty neat thing for get the power for your device. So this is how I do it. You can use a Chromecast, you can use a switch, or you can just run an extension HDMI cable to somewhere here, so you can easily change the device yourself. So it's up to your choice. So the last thing is here, this one. Depending on your kit, you might receive the FM transmitter. This is what we provided for the audio. So in one end, it have power and ground. We'll teach you how to tap it. And on the other hand, on the other side, you will get a connector like this. So you just need to connect it to the aux out port. So that's basically it. And then you need to plug in your HDMI device as well. So you plug it in here. Yeah, don't put it in here or it won't work. Just make sure you plug in the HD in. So to connect to the power and ground, we disconnect our power cable again. We disconnect it on the other end. And we use the poster tab. We tap it for easier power access. So here, we tap it for the power. And the other side, we tap it for the ground in here. So to make it easier. And yeah, we have a lot of videos showing how to connect posi tab, but this is how you do it. You use the gray channel on the wire that you want to tap, and then you strip a little bit of the wire and just insert it here. Make sure it's insert all the way and then screw it in. And after you screw it, just give a slight pull and make sure it's secured and it's tapped. So then we do it on the other side. It's not secured. I have to push it all the way in. So let me try to do it again. Yes, I can feel that it's pushed all the way in now. So I just secured it. No, not yet. Let me try to do a first try. And if you find that it's very difficult to secure it, you can just take out the whole thing and insert it here. And make sure the silver, you just push it all the way here. I already messed it a little bit, quite a lot of times, so it becomes very messy here. But yeah, this is how you do it. Push all the way and then just tighten it. Yeah, I can feel that it's secure now. Okay, so I just plugged it back in. So for the radio, you can set the frequency. There's a table, Depending on your country or the location you are at, there might be some channel that has less interference. In our case, we found that the 106.1 is better suit our location, so we set it all to high here, which means 106.1. So the installation is pretty much done. Some people might question, where should I put the unit? I'll say it depends on you. There are some location that I can suggest. For most of the people, they might choose to put it in the bottom of the middle portion. But this is a good spot for hiding everything. But for Intel car, this area for some car, especially Model 3, is known to have some water in this area. For some car, there might be some. We don't know the source of the water, but from Tesla it said it might come from the AC. So it can damage the machine. If you try to put it here, try to give some basic waterproof to the machine if you have an Intel car. Some people might put it just put it like under the dash, just stick it under the dash, so you can easily change the HDMI source if you want to. So it really depends on you. So let's try to test the system. So if you click the OK towards the IR sensor, it will switch the mode. I already switched it. So if you click PIP, so you'll change the picture-in-picture mode. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mode of picture-in-picture. And of course, if you are in a left-hand drive country, everything will be reversed, in mirrored. Yeah. So that's basically how we test the system. And we haven't connected the HDMI device, so it gives you a blue screen. But that's basically how you control it. To test the button, you just need to click it once, and then you will just go back to the OEM screen and click back. So it's good, it's working. So now if you hold it, it will switch the PIP mode. So this they only have two mode. One is shock press and long press. So that's basically it. So it's working. So the whole system is good. So we just refer everything back.